Welcome to day 4 of my 15-day solo parent road trip across the U.S. with my kids. Hi, my name is Laura. I am a homeschool mom of 3 and 10-year veteran here in the travel industry. The night before, we actually took our rain fly off of our tent because it was a little windy and it was flapping around. So we woke up with a nice view of the sky. And first thing today, we headed over to the historic site on the west side of the park. This was such a fun adventure. It is an old fishing lodge, hunting lodge area. They had historic buildings that you could tour, and then there was a program that we attended, and we learned so much from the ranger about the history of this part of the national park. Anytime we are visiting a national park, we always keep our passport books handy, and I was so glad we did because we found these random stamps here at the historic site, and we were able to add them to our passport book. There's the ranger giving us a great talk, and then afterwards the kids had some time to play some games. They had the hoop game there, and then the lassos. Okay, here it's hard to see, but there's a herd of elk right outside there in the distance. So we had plenty of wildlife during our visit. Okay, you just saw a picture of Madeline. We got updates on her anytime we got internet signal. I had some updates and I loved that. And then next up we had our trail for the day, which was the Coyote Valley Trail. I liked this one. It is handicap accessible. It is easy, and it is short. And we really enjoyed, again, seeing the Colorado River right here in Colorado. It's always fun. And this just was a simple trail. There was a good amount of people also on the trail with us. Teddy liked it. He kind of got into the water a little bit, which is great. If you know him, he's terrified of the water. But we really had fun during this hike. Again, this hike here is the Coyote Valley Trail. All the hikes that we did during our stay were located here on the western side of the park, which I mentioned earlier is a little bit of the more quiet side of the park. You're not going to see the big heavy crowds that you do closer to Estes, and it ended up being very great. We picked this side because it had better availability at the campground, but I think I appreciated the lower key aspect of this side of the park. After our hike, we headed back to our campsite. I think we had some hot dogs on the fire and just kind of chilled for a little bit. Back at the campsite, we spent some time working on our Junior Ranger booklets. We love doing the Junior Ranger programs at all the national parks we go to. We spent some time here just hanging out before we headed over to the evening program at the amphitheater. This was our third program of the trip, and tonight was a scientist running the program. We ended up doing some haikus, so you never know what you're going to get at these. Thank you for joining me here, and continue to follow along, see what other adventures we're going to have during this trip.